Hello everybody, welcome to the Boxing Locker. I am Matt Goddard, former professional boxer, now boxing coach, and thank you for tuning into my channel to hear my thoughts on this, a big light heavyweight clash between pound for pound numero uno, the number one Saul Canelo Alvarez, and Dimitri Bivol. Well, what can I say about this fight? Very exciting. We've really been waiting for Canelo to fight a young, dangerous light heavyweight since he began his kind of foray into the light heavyweight division, beating Sergey Kovalev. What can I say about this? With regards to the fight itself, let's break down where I think it's going to go. I think Canelo, as always, will be steady. He'll look to establish his jab. He'll look to land hard to the body, particularly as Bivol is bigger. And he'll probably be planning on a late stoppage. I think he'll require a higher work rate this time round. I don't think he's going to steal rounds by having the more effective punches, because Bivol's punches, if they land, are going to be very effective. And I think he'll have to be a lot more wary, a lot more alert of what Bivol has to offer. With all that being said, what do I think about Bivol's chances? Where people have talked about successful boxers all against Canelo, all having the ability to move their feet, I think where they've gone wrong is how erratic that footwork is. If you look at Billy Joe Saunders and Caleb Plant, it's not calm footwork in the same way that Bivol's is. I think if you look at Dimitri Bivol, he's what you would consider a plodder with his footwork. He's perpetually moving, and I don't mean that in a detrimental way. I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I mean his footwork is far more steady, okay? And he moves his feet a lot, but he doesn't waste a lot of energy. There's nothing dramatic. He's just nice and steady on his feet and keeps moving. I think his jab is going to be very, very dangerous. If Canelo can't take Bivol's jab away from him, then he's never going to get inside the range, and he's going to walk onto some big shots. I think Bivol will be the hardest puncher Canelo has boxed since the Golovkin fights. I think Bivol's range and his ability to manage range will present problems for Canelo. With all that being said, how do I think the fight's going to play out? I think early on you're going to see Bivol having a lot of success, the same as Caleb Plant and Billy Joe Saunders did. I think as the fight proceeds, you're going to see Canelo having more success to the body as he sort of figures out Bivol's timing and Bivol's habits, his kind of gives and tells. And I think the middle rounds of the fight will be where the most action happens. You're going to see some more exchanges. It'll be interesting to see whether Canelo can stand in with Bivol and actually exchange, or whether he tries to pick his shots, land the counters, work hard to the body, and then move and pivot out and create new angles. And I think actually late on in the fight, you may see Canelo a lot more worn than you would normally. So I don't think a late stoppage is going to be an option here. I think Bivol's got a really good chin. I think he's a good boxer. He's incredibly fit, and he knows this is going to be the biggest fight of his career so far with regards to name and legacy. A win against Canelo establishes his place at the very top of the light heavyweight division, ignoring the fact that Beterbiev even exists. Realistically, Canelo is the name in boxing, the one big, huge name that kind of dominates all others. And as such, I think people are going to really regard Bivol highly if he can get the win here. So, prediction-wise, I think we're looking at a sort of a close, very close points fight. I think perhaps we're going to see Canelo sneak a decision, maybe a split decision. It's a hard one to pick. I don't see Canelo getting stopped. He may get hurt, but I don't see him getting stopped. I think he's got a great chin, and his defense is exceptional as always. You may see him utilizing his defense a lot more this time round against the bigger puncher. He may need to. And I think we're really going to see whether Bivol deserves to be kind of where he's at the level he's at, and regarded in the manner in which he is. either way, whatever happens, I would like to see the winner of this fight go on to box Beterbiev and kind of cement themselves as number one in the division. With all that being said, I think my prediction will be Canelo split decision points win in a very close and potentially contentious decision. I think it's going to be one of those where people are really on either side of the fence and very few people are down the middle with it. People will go, oh, Bivol won comfortably, he was doing this, he was doing that. Oh, Canelo had the more effective work or the smarter work or looked better through the fight, was more comfortable and confident. The same kind of arguments that we see in the Golovkin fights and when people dispute those. And that's what's great about boxing. Different opinions, different perceptions, different preferences mean that it's easy to have these conversations and really kind of discuss what one person sees to what another person sees and how they weigh up. So yeah, there we have it, guys. That's my prediction for the big fight, Canelo versus Bivol. I think we're going to see Canelo win a very close, contentious potentially split decision. I think Bivol's going to look good. He's going to pose a lot of problems for Canelo, but I think Canelo will have enough. I think Canelo will have enough to sneak the win. I don't think anyone's getting stopped. Again, we may see Canelo get hurt. I'm not sure we'll see Bivol get hurt, although that bodywork is always dangerous at any level and any size. And Canelo, if Canelo gets there, he could really do some damage. There we have it. Thank you for tuning in. As always, I hope you enjoyed the content. Please like, subscribe, drop your comments below, your thoughts on what I've said, your thoughts on the fight, and I'll be sure to try and get back to every single one of you. Please feel free to share the video, my prediction, and as always, have a wicked day, and I hope it is filled with joy and positivity. Take care, guys.